What's going on, everyone? We're going to do a little stock market recap on the S&P 500 as well as the Nasdaq 100. So we're going to look at big tech and we're going to look at the overall, 500 big dog companies. So starting off with the S&P 500, pretty much flat today, right? So, a little bit tricky, especially if you're a day trader, kind of an inside bar day, meaning, we didn't really close over yesterday's highs, but we didn't really take out yesterday's lows. Now we're still over all short-term moving averages, which is generally good for the bulls, right? So what I'm looking at here is we're still over the 5 and 10 moving average here, the 5 SMA and the 10 SMA. Now, and we're kind of setting up for another leg higher to kind of close the week. I'll give us the levels to the downside, but we do have that rising support coming with the 20 SMA sitting at around 406.81 as of right now. But what I'm looking at today is today's highs. We did close at the top of the range. This is a very bullish candlestick here, but you can kind of notice the last 3 days. If you've had trouble, kind of setting your feet the last 3 days, there's a reason why. Ranges have contracted and we're currently going sideways, right? So this is a level of distribution before we have an expansion channel, and that expansion channel could be to the long side or to the short side. So we need to make sure and do our research to understand which side of the market we're going to be ready to play when and if it does happen. So to the long side, what I'm looking at here is if we look at yesterday's little bit of this indecision candle, although we did close over this 10 and 5 SMA here, we do have a top wick here sitting at around 415. Now, if we kind of go to the left here and we look at the 9th as well as the 8th, this acted as a little bit of rejection as well. So if you're one of those people who likes to wait for that clear breakout, that clear expansion, what you're going to want to do is wait to enter the SPY until we get over that 415 area. Over 415 has room to stretch into 420, right? 420.67, which is going to take us all the way back over here to the second candle, which is sitting at around 418. So if you get in over 415, I would say take some profits between 418, 420, and then kind of see what it does from there, right? Now, if we look at something, if we have some sort of drastic pullback into the end of the week here, what we would be looking at is a breakdown below today's lows of around 409.40, and then we do have that rising support sitting at around 406.90. So more so for, the short-term scalpers, short-term day traders might want to take advantage of that little channel there. But again, this trend has been on an incline to start the year. We've been on an incline the whole year of 2023. So right now, all we're doing is going up, 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 pulling back into support. We're going up, 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 pulling back into rising support. Up, 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 new high, right back into rising support. So you can see this 10-day moving average, which is this blue line, has been acting as our short-term support here ever since we really broke out on the 6th. We broke out on the 6th of January. We kind of put in a new high. Then we back tested the 10-day moving average, 20-day moving average. We put in a new high, back tested the 5 and 10-day moving average, put in a new high, back tested the 5 and 10-day moving average, and now we're kind of just been going sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We kind of actually back tested this 20-day moving average, but the uptrend still holds, right? So where's my drawing tool at? I don't even know where my drawing tool's at. I'll have to get that in a minute. But the uptrend, if we go all the way back here to the beginning of the year and we were to kind of draw this line here, we are still going up, right? So again, bulls are in control. Let's quickly take a look at the levels on the Nasdaq 100, which is the triple Qs. So if we look at that same kind of thing here, kind of pulled back into this 5-10-day moving average, came close to the 20-day moving average. We had this reversal candlestick here. This candlestick is a little bit of an indecision candle, kind of filled this gap here, and now we're pushing higher. So I do like that we're over the 5 and 10-day moving average, which is telling me that the bulls have short-term control. Anything below 304 would be a short position. So 304, we'd look to play that down into 298 on select names here. If we kind of look at where we stopped today, again, we're going right back to the 9th, right back to the 8th. So as soon as we can kind of get over this 309.50, we've got room to stretch all the way to 311 as well as 313. Now, 317 is going to be our top side price target. Again, if we get there, maybe we do, maybe we don't. But again, anything over this 309.60s, 309.50s area is going to be a clear another expansion channel up on the Nasdaq 100. And you're going to see a lot of names that have kind of just been going sideways start to really aggressively get pulled up. I hope this market recap helps you. If you guys are interested in learning how to trade options or equities, make sure to join evolutiontraders.com. I've got an online interactive community where you can kind of ask questions live intraday. I go ahead and put in my watch list, my levels, the stocks that I'm trading, as well as I have 2 video courses in there, and then over like 30 training videos. So if you have a particular question on something, I can make you a training video, and I've got over 30 videos in the library. We can kind of go through, understand technicals, understand mindset. Now maybe you're someone who's got a small account and you're thinking back to yourself, well, I'd love to day trade, but I can't make any money because I don't have any money. I recently started working with a new firm, and this firm is going to allow traders to trade equities, which is Tesla, Amazon, Apple, Nvidia, AMD, right? Whatever you want to trade on the equity side on the Nasdaq or New York Stock Exchange, and you're going to be able to get funded and put some money under management up to $1 million. Again, disclaimer, I would not recommend anyone who is just starting out to put $1 million under management. I'd start off with maybe 50,000, 100,000, manage a smaller account, be able to day trade in and out, not worry about PDT rule, all this jazz and all this other nonsense, and be able to work on your strategy and work on your mentality and work on your mindset and kind of grow that account up slowly. So with that being said, if you're interested in that, leave me a comment or join evolutiontraders.com. Get with me on the back end. I'll hook you guys up with the firm that I'm currently working with, and we can take it from there. Again, to everyone else, I'll see you guys on YouTube tomorrow, and have a blessed day.